Good news! We've been offered a job. Hello and welcome back to In the Dugout FM, Sunday League to Champions League. I'm Millers, and as you've probably just heard, we've been offered a job. I didn't even apply for it. That's good news. The bad news is it was at Ebbsfleet, who are 23rd in the Vanarama National South, which in fairness does look like it is actually South, but still, no, you're okay. Thank you for the offer, and they said I'd done a great job at Curzon, which is nice of them, but no, we're going to stick where we are. However, from that though, Wayne said, "Listen, Millers, I know you've had a job offer. Thank you for turning it down. Here's a new contract, chap." So we are now on the worldly sum of 400 beans a week. 400 beans a week. That's almost a full-time wage, that, if you ask me. I'm quite happy with that. Considering we're a part-time club, I'll take that. So we've had a £150 pay increase a week. £150 a week. I'm definitely getting a new car. So we're delighted with that. We've completed our Continental C, and as you can see, we've got an extra half a star. So to be at this stage, sort of 3 seasons in, well, 2.5 seasons in to Sunday League to Champions League. Normally when I do this, it doesn't go this well, but we're doing very, very well at the minute, and I'm delighted. And I'm actually really enjoying my time at Curzon. You know, if at this point, if we were offered a job of parity, I probably wouldn't take it unless the money for me was crazy, because I've got to try and stick to the realism factor. But yeah, no, I'm having a great time. Have we performed the way we should have? I think we've done all right. You know, you joined us for the Accrington game, right, where we got beat. We then came back to the Curzon Stadium, the Tameside Stadium, we beat Bromley. Then we had 2 successive defeats on the bounce. We went away to Hartlepool and got beat. And then Yeovil came up to play us and we got beat 4-3. It was a tight one, that though, to be fair. So it is what it is. Then we travelled down to Dorking and got a win. Went to Oldham, got beat. And then we had a really good run through the back end of September. We beat Eastleigh, Solihull, Woking and Southend, all in quick succession, which was really, really good to see. And then I bowed to a bit of pressure from Thomas Frank from Brentford and changed my keeper. And we got beat at Boreham Wood quite convincingly. Now, I will say that the keeper that our new director of football's brought in is on paper better than Mace, right? So he's brought in Theo Avery, under 20 international for Ireland, you know, and he's a good goalie for our level. But I've replaced Mace for him in the last game because of some whinging from Thomas Frank and because he was unhappy. And I put him in, and we got absolutely tonked. Now, we did also change our left back because we had an injury. But it's a bit of a bump in the road. I'm hoping it's a blip. I'm going to give him another game, which you'll see today against Dorking. If he doesn't perform well today, I will likely put Mace back in goal because we've got the cup game against Spennymoor away, which will be one you'll see too. And we'll put Mace back in, and then use it as a reason to not probably play this kid again. Director of football's been busy again bringing in Billy. He's brought this kid in from Derby on loan. Loads of potential, good physically. He's all right. It's upset Callum a little bit that we've brought in another left back. But that is what it is. He was injured, and the director of football thought, look, you need some cover at left back. So he did some business and brought him in. So, what else is going on? Josh Allen has been superb. Scored boatloads of goals, 10 at this level, doing bits. He's keeping Cowley out the team, and that's all you can ask for, really. You know, he wants that position and he's taking it. We've had a little bit of a problem with Kawamia in that he wants more first team football, but he's not getting in ahead of Ranel Young for sure. And the ironic thing is Ashley's supporting him, even though he'd probably end up taking his place. So he probably wants to just wind his neck in a little bit. yeah, we've had a good season so far, and I'm quite happy with it. There's been some good contributors. Josh has done bits for us. Fenton, I won't keep doing that, by the way. Fenton's done really well for us. He's had a couple of good games, and we're starting to score some good goals throughout the team, and we're looking steady, and I'm enjoying the way we're playing, and that's really important. Making sure we're enjoying our football. So let's kick on then. We're going to play Dorking. I think the game's today, so we shouldn't be a million miles away from it. Most of the lads are fit, with the exception of Callum. He's still recovering, so he's not going to feature today, which is fine. Oh, I've not showed you where we are in the league, have I? That's a bit of a schoolboy. We're 10th, which I'll take. Remember, we were forecast to finish here. We have been knocking around in and around the playoffs, but that last game against Boreham really did throw the cat amongst the pigeons in terms of our points total. So, we're on the struggle bus at the minute. But look, 10th is fine. I'm happy with that. There's no issue there. These guys are starting to develop working relationships now, which is really, really good to see, because they've been playing some lovely ball. These two in the middle have just done bits. And actually, I've actually preferred Horan in that position rather than Challoner. Challoner came on in the game before last because Horan got a knock, and he scored and played really, really well. But Horan's looked really at home in that sort of anchor midfield position where he's looking to dictate play, come and receive short off the centre halves and play. And he's looked really well there. So we're going to put him back in. But that's the team that's going to line up against Dorking today. So let's see how we get on. Fingers crossed we can turn what we saw around against Boreham Wood, because that was a disgrace. 5 goals is absolutely shocking. So I'll be telling them I want a marked improvement, making sure they know they've got all the ability in the world, because actually going forward we are pretty fierce. And hoping that the hex of you lot watching doesn't come back to bite us again. As we try and play a through ball to nobody there, by the way. But look, a minute on the clock, let's calm down. They're working the ball well. Agimang's through though, can he? He can. He's found the corner with a minute gone. That's unexpected, but you like to see it. He's in that box-to-box midfielder role. Not his best position. He likes to play as a bit of a floating Mazzala kind of position, but he's up and down, and he's always involved. He's always involved, and he's took that one away lovely. Right in the side netting. Keeper's no chance, even though he's called Mail. He's got absolutely no chance. Another kick-off highlight, though. Don't equalise straight away. Just check my watch there on the sideline. Just saying it's a bit early for this. And I'm not wrong. John, lovely run. He's done really well. Hunter, from distance, it's gone over. Okay, let's try and get our shape now. Why have we got another highlight with 3 minutes gone? What is going on in this game? Horan sweeps it wide to Patson Powell. Knocks it on to Young. Allen, he's tapped it in, and we're 2-0 up after 3 minutes. The boys are absolutely on fire. They've taken that result personally, I think, against Boreham Wood. And to come out of the traps this quick, this is what I'm talking about, by the way, with Horan. He sat there, just in front of the centre halves, gets hold of the ball and sweeps it. Out you go and play with it. Yeah, lovely. Absolutely lovely. A lot of troubles come down that right-hand side for us. I don't know why we're watching it again. Sorry, let's get moving. We've created a lot of trouble down that right-hand side with Ranile and with Patson Powell. The pace of those two out there has caused some defenders some trouble. Okay, we move up to 6th. As you would expect at this point in the game, not many teams will be winning, and we're winning semi-comfortably. Although, as you know, I don't really like 2-0s. They worry me. But yeah, we've done great. For the step up in level, I think the changes in midfield have really done good things for us, because we've managed to control games. And when I say control games, all right, I have to dive on it, Theo. We've had the lion's share of the possession of the game, and that's looked really good for us, because we've managed to dominate and put our stamp on it. That's lovely football though from Dorking, as Avery takes that one quite comfortably. Yeah, I've still got question marks over Hunter. I can't seem to find a left wing solution, can I? We'll see. Look, this is a kid, remember, that was signed by our director of football. It wasn't my signing, but he's a good player on paper. And he's done, he scored 3 or 4 goals, but he bobs in and around the sort of the 6.5 mark. And I'm looking for 7s, really, to stay in the team. So, you're doing brilliantly. Keep going. You absolutely are. Superb work. Let's see what we can do. So, you can see we're dominating possession now. Our XG suggests we should be where we should be. Dorking haven't taken their opportunity so far, touch wood. And that's let us keep this 2-0 lead as we're on the 51st minute. And Agibang wins. Alan's going to break. Can he find someone's feet, though? He's not got the legs to do it all himself. Ranal has, though. He's cut inside for Agibang. Deflection. Oh, it's a nasty one. It's going to go down as an own goal. Merthin Yaziki. It's difficult for the keeper, to be fair. It's spun off his toe and found itself nestling in the bottom corner. But we'll take that. We're not against an own goal here at Sunday League to Champions League. Look at that. Spun right in the bottom corner. We'll take that. Lovely. 3-0 up. Here at the Tameside Stadium. We've got to be happy with it. We move into the playoff positions. Not that that's where our focus is, of course. We're a game-by-game team, aren't we? So, Hunter's intercepted there. Well done. John, can you find... No, he's gone backwards. We don't mind that. Goff, he's probably going to come off in a minute. He's looking tired. Clip through for Hunter, though, who boxes. And it's another own goal. It's disgusting, that one. That's disgusting, that one. Let's make some changes. Bring on Ahua. No, he's going to come on for Billy. Absolutely. Yeah. And then we're probably going to bring Noah on for Hunter too. So we'll make changes down that left-hand side. And I think that's probably where we're going to leave it for the time being. We'll bring those 2 on. Give them some game time. I'd love it if we can keep a clean sheet here today. That will do Theo's chances of staying in the team the world of good. Because, to have gone from conceding 5 to conceding none, you sort your average out a little bit, don't you? So, fingers crossed we can do that. But let's see. Last time out, he had a little bit of a challenge with some Papa demands. Flicked away. He's got the ball, though. I didn't think Kwame was going to get that because it was a poor header from Ahui. Pace down that left-hand side. Now, he's right-footed, so he's going to have to come inside. He squared it, though. He's done really well there. He's done really well. Young tried to slip it through. Couldn't quite get there. As Fremantle clears the ball for Dorking and finds O'Reilly. He's run right the way across the pitch and he's still got that ball, but it's blocked. No cross. No cross here. Absolutely none, said Patson Powell. You're not boxing that on my watch. Corner. Near post. Flicked. Not entirely sure why we didn't leave that. But they've left it for a throw. So they've got a throw deep in our half, but it doesn't look like anything's come with that. So they're going to move on. We've got another throw. There's honestly, highlight central this game. Boxed. Ranel Young, he's not known for his headers, I've got to say, but he was found out at the back stick and he's nodded that one home. We're 5-0 up. It's comfortable. Now, Dorking, I don't know if you saw when we looked at the league table, Dorking were 1 place below us. So there we were 11th. So they're not, they're not cannon fodder at this level, Dorking. And we're doing okay. We genuinely are doing okay. And like I said, I'm really enjoying my time here. We'll reach a ceiling, I'm sure, but we haven't reached it yet, and we've certainly not reached it to a point where we're going to take a job at Ebbsfleet. But nonetheless, it was nice of him to come and ask me to come and take the job. Kawamya tucks it away quite convincingly, by the way. Do we give him a start in the cup? That's what he's asking me. That's what he's asking me there, isn't it? He's saying, listen, Gaff, you've not been playing me. You said you'd play me. Now you've sent me on. I've set one up and I've scored. Talk to me about it. And I will. I think I'll give him a run out in the cup. We'll play Spennymoor. He should do bits against a team like Spennymoor. Interestingly, Spennymoor is where Posh is on loan. So, and I don't know whether we've got it in the deal that he can play against his parent club or not. But it'll be interesting to see if he does play. He's doing okay. Spennymoor is 7th, and he's playing most of the game time, as you probably would expect for that level. Boxed. Oh, Alan, no. Where's the ball? Pinball, absolute mess. Dorking clear with a long ball, but it's found for... It hasn't done. Avery's come and commanded his area. That's what you want to see. That's what Macy's very good at. Mace will take care of his area. And that's probably where Theo's lacking a little bit on paper, in his stats, you know. He looks to try and sit a little bit. I can't believe how many highlights are in this game, by the way. We're on the break again as we're 6-0 up. Young back to Horan. Horan looks to just recycle play, which is what you want to see from your deep line playmaker. Aguiman to John. John to Alan. Alan Kanya. I'd have banked on that. 6-0. Corner. Bit disappointing we've got Wardy taking our corners because he's a real aerial threat. But this comes back to what I'd said last season about really not having a set-piece wonder kid. You know, we need someone like your Ward Prowses of the world at this level. There he is with that. Yeah, he wins the ball but doesn't got a head like a sheriff's badge. What was I saying? Yeah, we need someone who can take corners. Particularly with a left foot. You know, that'd be good. Because we don't have that. Can you? Oh, it's a penalty, ref. He'd give it as well. 3 minutes to go. We know who's going to take this, don't we? We do. Fenton!
Fenton! Oh, Jesus Christ! Fenton!
Lovely job. 7-0. That's an absolute thrashing. An absolute tater in a Dorking is what we've seen here tonight. And I think that's the best reaction I could have possibly hoped for following on from that Boreham Wood game, because the lads have just said that wasn't good enough. And we're going to go and do bits here today, and they absolutely have. This game is absolutely riddled with highlights. It's probably going to be a long video. Kwambi's clipped through. Finds Alan. Oh, I thought it was going to be 8. Males made a lovely save. Trying to make up for the fact that he's picked the ball out of his net 7 times as Ward looks to clip in. Looks like we're going near post. We have done. Cleared only as far as Ranel Young, though. Who's clipped in again, looking for John. Clipped away, so he's hooked it. Okay, there's full time. There's the full-time whistle. I'm delighted. Let's go and shake his hand. Say sorry for the tatering. Offer him a beer in the office. Because that wasn't pretty watching for the lad who's travelled all the way up here from Dorking, but that for us was absolutely superb. 7-0 at the Tameside Stadium moves us back into the playoffs, 6th position, as we now travel to go and play Spennymoor in the cup, and I will catch you when it's time for playing that game. Okay, welcome back then. We're now at the Spennymoor game. We've travelled all the way down to Spennymoor and we are ready to go out into the tunnel. I've made some changes. Kwamya's got the start. I think absolutely deserves it. And then we've made some changes purely based on fitness and tiredness, because, you know, the lads need a rest. It's a tough schedule down here, and the part-time, some of them are still working in the day, so it's difficult. So we've replaced John with Anchor. He's going to get the first start of the season for him. As I said, ability-wise, he's dropped down the pecking order, but this is his chance to have a game, so he goes in the starting lineup. Cowley's replaced Alan. He's going to have a run out for the first time, really looking to try and gain some sharpness in some of the lads that haven't played. You know, Devon Matthews is going to go back in the first team for this game too, and we've replaced Patson Powell with Ahoy. He's going to start. And the boy we've got on loan, whose name I can't remember, Goff, has come out, and we've put Jacobs in. So it's a game we should be winning. It's a game that if our seconds, if you want, if the players that are on the bench and in our squad can't go and beat Spennymoor, then that will tell me everything I need to know as to why they're not playing in the first team in the National League. So, and that's what we're going to do. I'm not too tied up to this competition, and in actuality, I'll be fine if we go through. I'll be fine if we go out. But I'd like to try and avoid bringing on the likes of Josh, John, Hunter. If I can avoid that, that'd be great, and let these lads play. So let's go then. Yeah, then none of them are fully fit, really. A lot of them are knackered, so that's understandable. But that's what football at this level is. Luckily, it's a Saturday kickoff, so you can have a little bit of a rest afterwards. Joel, that's not a good sign when you're unsure early doors. It's really not a good sign. So if you want to try and change your boat race, that'd be ideal. Because you've been screaming for a start, you've got one. Go and show me why I've made a mistake in dropping you from the first team. As Spennymoor have the ball. I haven't checked if Posh is playing. Did anyone see? He's not. So that suggests I put it in the deal that he wasn't allowed to play. Hatton's through. It's a good block. Well done. Well done. So yeah, Spennymoor having a good season. They're sort of playoff level in the National League North. But they were always kind of kicking around there, weren't they? They were never, they were never a million miles away. So yeah, you'd expect that, I suppose. As they're dominating at the minute, he's had a shot from distance and it looks like it took another deflection. First 4 minutes has been all Spennymoor, all in our area. As Ward wins it again, he's good in the box. He's good, he's Ben. Aguiman with our corner though. Flick on near post. Can you get that ball back? We can. Squared though, Ellis. Ellis has hit one. He's been known to score from there, the boy. But the keeper's made a good save by the looks of things. Interestingly, we're dominating possession still, although the highlights haven't suggested that, have they? They've shown all of Spennymoor's corners and attacks. They've not shown ours clearly. As Ranel's on the ball, Curzon's number 7, slipped through to Hoy, who's got a nosebleed. He's that high. Why is he so far forward? I don't know. Kawamya comes inside, loses the ball though. This is the challenge with playing a right-footed left winger. He's hit one, and that stayed it. Owen Hampson has put Spennymoor ahead in the 17th minute, and to be fair to Avery, you're not stopping that, are you? Let's have another look at that. It's an absolute rocket from the edge of the box. And it all comes from look at that. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if from a physics perspective that's possible, but there we go. He's done it anyway. And it comes from losing possession. We ask them to look after the ball. And they've not done that there, I'm afraid. And Kawamya, who's working for a start, has just had a bit of a black mark on his record there, I'm afraid. As Ward looks to recycle with Devon. Devon, short pass. And is that sharpness? Is that what that is? Or is it quality? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. I don't know. I'm going with sharpness because I think it's a bit harsh to say he's not got the quality to play against Spennymoor. But those kind of short passes, it's just lazy, which is what makes me think it's sharpness. Yeah, I don't know. Throwing in our area, Devon's got the ball. Okay, we're looking to recycle a bit now. Let's just try and enjoy some time on the ball. If we can equalise just before half-time, you'd take that, as Ellis just gives it back to Ranel. Look how far forward Ahoy is. He really does take that wing-back attack duty seriously. I don't think Patson Powell gets that far past Young on a regular. Anchor goes backwards again. I don't mind it. As it's clipped for Cowley. Kawamya nods back to Cowley. Anchor back to Kawamya. Anchor. Kawamya. He's made up for it. He's nestled that in the top corner. You don't mind that. And that's the strength of coming inside, right? That's the strength of having a right-footed left winger. Because actually, is he going to go left? Is he going to go right? You're not entirely sure. And when he does go right, he's a real threat for chances like that. And Binny's in the bin. 1-1. Let's bring that in at half-time, lads, and regroup a little bit. We've dominated possession, 63-37. We've probably had the lion's share of it, in fairness, but we've just not taken our opportunities. So I'm going to say I don't like it, because actually, we are playing a team a level below us now, in theory, although they've probably got more money than I have. So, you want these boys to think, actually, yeah, we've got to go and beat these. And like I said, I didn't want to bring the likes of Josh Allen on. I didn't want to bring some of the lads on that I'm resting. I'd like for these boys to be able to go out and do the job. But we'll see. I don't mind bringing Aguiman off. Box it. Kawamya. No, he's not there. Joel's going to win that, though. And recycle. Good. Short. No, we're okay. Ranel. He's got to score that, hasn't he, Josh? Josh or Jordan? Jordan, I think. We've got Josh Allen, Jordan Cowley. That's right. All the J's. He's lost the ball again, though, there, Kawamia. I don't know, you know. I'm not sold, and that's the problem for him. And there he's lacking. Oh, he went from distance. He went from... I mean, he's having a good game, in fairness, you know, but the times when the camera's been on him that we've all seen, he's just lost control of the play, and that's not what you want. We're going to pause, and I'm going to put Fenton on. I'm not going to do it every time, I assure you. But if I can get him on, he takes a good penalty. So we'll get him on. Probably for Joel. And hope that I can get him on before penalties. I don't know if that worked. Hopefully it did. I'm not sure it did. Dressing room. Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit one of those days, right? You know, and yeah, it was. We should have won. We didn't. Oh, it don't go to penalties. That's all right. So what if we've got a replay? Is that going to be a replay then at our place? I guess it will be. I guess it will be. Let's have a look then in the schedule. It is. It's going to be a replay. I'm not going to subject you to a third game. I'm sure you don't want a 30-minute video. So I will play that off camera. We're going to come back probably in and around December time. So what we might do is come back for the Altrincham game. That's quite a nice derby, isn't it? Maybe we'll come back for Altrincham or Rochdale. We'll see how we're doing. If there's something interesting to come back and talk about when we've got Rochdale, we might come back for that because that's a massive game. And we could do the Rochdale Blythe. So we might do that. We might do that. Come back for those. Look, I hope you've enjoyed that. Do feel free to drop a like on the video. It all helps me. Drop a comment in there if you're feeling brave enough. And subscribe to the channel and all of that jazz. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. This has been Sunday League to Champions League, and I'm Millers. Take care.